Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Educational Gamer and we are playing Strategic Command, where our next objective is going to be the Philippine Islands down here. So let's briefly check on Legazpi again to make sure that there is indeed no enemy defense. There doesn't seem to be any, so that is very nice to see. I think we'd want to bring in our Royal Marines over here. The alternative being the... So I wonder, is Manila actually guarded? It is, of course, with a strong army nonetheless. So yeah, okay, let's bring in our Marines. We're gonna land on the town. We're gonna suffer some casualties over here, but I hope that that's gonna be alright. We're gonna bring in MacArthur so that next time he'll be able to unload over there. That should be fine. And then what we're gonna do is use some of our South Africans here to guard the south and potentially advance on Tuvalu, which is a secondary supply objective, but we should be getting some supply from out of here, so I believe that's going to be alright. The headquarter unit for the South Africans, we're going to park a little bit over there, and then we have these Malayan forces as well on normal transports. Maybe you should have landed actually. Oh well, now it's too late. Let's simply take YOLO. It's not that there's not that much of a point doing this, but all in all, I think that's going to be alright. How about this port over here? Is it occupied? It's not. Okay, so we should try to get some forces up there as well. We do have some Marines down here. Let's put them in long-range amphibious transports. Let's bombard this bomber. Bombard the bomber. With a couple more, actually, as even we can. Nice. And since this is a national morale objective, I am going to land here with my Australians. Take another port shot at the bomber. Come on, our battleships, I guess we can take the ones from Guam. And then we can bring in our UK carriers, post them somewhat to the middle over here. We don't have any strike on this, because it's rainy. That's unfortunate. That truly is unfortunate. Don't we have any other surface combatant? Well, light cruiser. Yes! The light cruiser is going to be enough to do this, so that's fine. You're right where you are. I would like to take Brunei, but I really don't see any feasible way to do that. So for now, we're just going to have to wait, I believe. Some more carriers up here, also from the UK. Let's bring them over there. These submarines, light cruisers down there, I think should continue what they're doing. And then we can spend some money to get some long-range transports for these two Australian corps. And they're going to come towards the Philippines as well, and that should be nice. This area we are roughly ignoring did fix some of our ships, so that should be fine. Supplies are all good, yeah. Yeah, really, I would like to do more over here, but I'm just not sure what, so... Yeah, let's see about that. We did make all of our moves. We did cut the Germans into 3 pieces in Italy now, or 4 even. 1, 2, 3, 4 fronts against the Axis in Italy. It's a little bit of a quagmire, but I think we are in a slightly better position with the harbours and the... and all of that we can do down here. We are pushing up against the Germans as well on the eastern front, with the Paris army over here encircled. We're gonna have to see whether this northern part will hold. Also slightly concerned about this concentration of enemy tanks, even though they've been somewhat diminished. But yeah, we'll have to see whether we'll be able to hold out very strongly over here. Good. We do have a couple of points left, and in between episodes I did look at research, so by the way, we have gotten Italy in here, and they were heavily investing into anti-tank research, which to me is really utterly nonsensical. Nevertheless, all of the other research over here, specifically the one that we initiated, seems somewhat sensible to me. Should we invest more into tanks as the UK? Might not be the worst idea. Logistics as well though, ground attack weapons, long range aircraft is probably something that we want, so that's fine. Just leave us with a couple of points, not too many I note, but at least some. And as the US, we don't really need to research anything, so let's purchase more units. And I think I'm keen on purchasing more oh no, heavy tanks of course. Heavy tanks is something that we definitely want. So yeah, pretty good heavy tanks that we do have over here. Very expensive though, but all in all I think that's going to be a very nice investment. I don't know why it always does that down here. Why does it reset it? Okay, so heavy tanks being bought still leaves 900 points, so well, that being said, let's buy some more medium bombers. 20 seconds seems fine to me. Long range, again naval, it's not really required, so yeah, let's buy that. I don't think we have that much. We do still have a lot of money as the US, so yeah, then that does mean more tactical bombers. That's fine. Come on. More? Even more? Can we do research on heavy bombers? Yes, we do. So, yeah, okay, let's continue to buy more aircraft, basically, as the US. I think that's a very... Oh, we don't have enough money. Okay, that's fine, though. And China, again, just China doesn't know what to spend money on. More research as the UK, long-range aircraft, ground attack weapons, all of these are important. Yeah, but I think we're going to be alright. Good, so let's take it over towards the Axis and see what's going to happen on the Eastern Front. And in Italy, of course. Japan suffering morale issues, that's nice to see. Not much else happening though, just our normal blockades. Oh, and we are pushing Sweden towards the Allies. That's an extremely nice and good notice that we see there. Mostly irrelevant, although the longer range on US aircrafts will be nice. But yeah, we'll have to see what the Axis is going to do, especially in Italy. The situation is looking good for us, as I said, but they might still push this out very strongly. So let's see what's going to happen over there. Probably going to reinforce a couple of units. I'm going to zoom in. I think it's a little bit easier to see what's going on then. Lots of forces being reshuffled. Strong forces showing up on the front with the Indians. By the way, I did move the South Americans over there because I think it was a little bit better. Seems like the Germans are pulling back a lot of troops. Vilnius is still being strongly attacked by various bombers. And it is one of the areas without AA fire. So yeah, I think AA was really one of the things that we were missing very, very direly. Rome probably gonna come under attack with all of these artillery shots being fired. Still that area down of Milan, south of Milan is being attacked. Good defensive fire over there. Heavy tanks holding out nicely. And gaining some experience in the process that should not be ignored. Good holding out by our allies over there. And Vilnius also holding out nicely so far, even though all of these air attacks happened to them. Significant losses on our tanks, and the Germans are establishing a line, so they're really not that spent over here. But by now we have much more in our reserves. Yeah, the Mexicans, I believe it is, are holding out extremely well over there. Germans occupying a couple of resources. That does make sense. A couple of aircraft seem to be withdrawing and such. Interesting moves down here. I mean, the center group is basically collapsed, but you can see even just two units of the Germans are very capable of holding out against us for a very long time actually. And Brest-Litovsk of course is a fortress, one that was heavily fortified by us I believe, and it might have been already, and it was very good. We're suffering attrition, that doesn't matter too much because you'll be gone soon. Right. Sweden German convoys disrupted, yes. I would have hoped that Sweden would withdraw a little from the war. Let's basically check where they are standing. Come on. Yep. Some intel, yeah, on Fiji, that's not too surprising. Bucharest, and we do get some units, that's nice to see. Okay, so on diplomacy, where does Sweden sit, basically? Sweden is a little bit lower over here. 13% Axis aligned, okay. Yeah, I still want to invest more over here, so that there's a good chance that they will be moving towards us and potentially give up their supply of the Axis. Good. Let's check the situation on the front though. Let's start out with the Soviet southern front over here. Of course, I think it's pretty given that we are just going to pop these guys. Get a little bit of a national morale boost, that's always nice, even though not critical. And down here, so can we advance even? Where would we want to advance if we can? Hungarian forces that we could attack. This is probably the strongest German corps from the region for now. There's another corps up here. And some of our units, I mean, a cautious advance towards Galati might not be the worst. Yeah, let's come over here. We get this new front line, which I think is fine. Constanta is probably... Ooh, it's not even occupied. Interesting. We could punch through these guys, I think. Means we can't... Yeah, let's do it. I mean, 4. It's a pretty good result. So you could also advance. Let's bring you over here. And potentially shatter these guys. Good. Good attack. Can't really attack you. But I think what we should try to do is take our mechanized forces and come around. But it didn't come around. Okay, you are actually doing fairly okay. But I don't want to overcommit with any of these forces. I mean, let's simply reinforce these guys. That should be okay, I think. And then start to make a little bit of an envelopment up here. You could come down there. Can you advance further? You can. So what if I'm gonna send these guys up into that town. Nice. Bring this core down here. Upgrade the AA. Upgrade the AA. Bring this army forward. Throw back these German corps. A little. Yeah, I think that's pretty fine. Where would we want our AA? Well, probably actually up here. Although, I mean, we do have fighters, so let's bring them forward. Okay, you'll simply build up your fortifications, and that's fine. Although I think long term we'll probably not need them anymore as much. Yeah, and this should threaten the German line sufficiently that I'm very happy about that. And likewise here in the southern part, I think we can simply push up against these German Volksgräberjägers. Yes, the tanks are threatening us, but not Not to such a high degree, actually. Try to drive back these Germans. Nice, very nice. Yeah. Our Fallschirmjägers can be, or Fallschirmjäger-like troops can be moved up a little, I guess. You have already attacked, so let's actually bring up the cavalry corps and attack over there. Decent result. The guys in Vilnius, I think what you actually need is an upgrade rather than anything else. And then up here on the northern bit of the front, the Germans are starting to show some signs of weakness, although it's far from settled. Okay, let's attack them over there. Let's come up with our forces, principally to guard these guys. Yeah, but that should be fine. So the tanks. Yeah, let's continue our push with the tanks against their tanks. Oh, maybe not. Okay, now I'm out of reserves up there. And I should also keep in mind to reinforce some of these things. Should also try to think more about my bombers. Good result up there. Oh well, let's do it. Good. Okay, so that leaves you. You could advance. You could also reinforce. Well, let's reinforce. Yes, so some of these guys really should keep in mind that, yeah, reinforcements are good. Okay, engineers are going to be brought forward a little again. You know what, you can actually stay where you are roughly. You have conducted a strike, but you can certainly advance. Let's bring it down here. I think that's fine. Seems to be a nice little crossroads for these railroads, and that should threaten Königsberg a little bit more, and I'm happy about that basically. Some more strikes down there. Is that something that we want to do? I'm worried about these tanks. These tanks need to withdraw. Do I have anything else up here? Even if you force march? Yes, you could reach it. Okay, so tanks back. Garrison force march into there. AA behind that, that's fine. And attack the tanks. Right, so these tanks will certainly not be acting this turn, and I think these ones are unlikely to do that either, so that's okay. Probably bring up these tactical bombers a little in our offensive over here. And since we are recognizing that we are on the offensive, let's bring in more troops. You can slowly make your way through the Pripyat marshes. And you know what? We're going to attack this army over here. Because an army is more than a corps. And we can start to push up. Potentially link up our forces actually. And get a truly unified front. That wouldn't be too bad. Good. So that does about settle it for the USSR. The submarine can get on the offensive over there. Yeah, do we have any new units as the USSR? Yeah, just the 13th Army. I think we need some armies down here. There are a lot of corps, but no army whatsoever. On the other hand, down here, I mean, we have such a nice chance to exploit a lot of things down there. But the same is really true over here. I'm worried that these corps, even though they are very experienced and high profile, will not quite be able to break through over there. Okay, let's place them over there and that should be fine. 12th Army should of course be placed on the east coast, which we can do now. And the first Chinese tanks are nearly pointless because China has no way of participating in the war, but there we are. Good. Okay, that does settle the front on the eastern side of the map. Let's put in a cut over here and deal with the situation in Italy next time around. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.